Alright, night drive in the rain. Going to Waynesville from Canton again. See how it does this time. Went ahead and lowered my speed back there so it wouldn't speed up like it normally does before that speed limit sign. A little jerky over that hill. Wasn't sure about that car, and here we go, going into the middle of the lane. No cars coming, so didn't have to take over. Creep forward a little more. There are cars coming. I can see them. I don't know if it was going to stop or not. There's a truck driving with no lights on. Dang, gets too close to that. Wow. That wasn't good. It was a little jerky when it saw that other car coming. They had their turn signal on, but the car wasn't going to go. Went in and gave it just a little acceleration, and it started the turn and didn't quite turn tight enough. I don't know if it couldn't see until the headlights were facing that way or what, but yeah, that wasn't cool. Stay in the right lane this time. And it's getting in the left lane to turn right. And now drifting back over into the right lane. Makes no sense. There was even a car in front of me leading the way, and it still decided to get in the left lane. Now, I initiated that turn signal to pass that car. And I used my accelerator to get up to the speed limit there before it changes. As I've said before, the city limit is at McDonald's, which is where the 35-mile-an-hour zone starts. So once you're past McDonald's, you can go ahead and start speeding up to the outside city limit of outside city speed limit of 55 miles an hour. And I don't know what it just freaked out about back there. There wasn't anything in front of me or anything. And I'll go ahead and lower the speed way back there, and it's still going way too fast. They've got to fix that. If I didn't take over and hit the brake, I'd end up with a speeding ticket, because right there is a police officer sitting. If I hit this sign going 55 miles an hour right now, I would have a ticket. Nope. Cancel. It's my fault. Forgot to reset my destination. One of these days we'll get waypoints. Slowing down for the yellow blinking lights. And there we go. Now see, when I scroll the wheel up to make the speed higher, it accelerates really quickly, but no longer slows down that quickly. Alright, slowing down for this left turn that's a little bit strange. Probably can't see much of anything. Alright, got it. Okay, that was alright. It was a little to the side there. There are no lines, and there was a puddle forming. It probably should have gone up around that, closer to the yellow line. And speed limit is 45 here, but since I'm trying to route us, I'm going to put us, let's see, here. Gave it a little acceleration there to get up ahead of the car that was right on me. It tends to kind of tap the brakes a little when it sees another car coming. Not sure why on that. And is it gonna get in the left lane or... Yeah. Always does that for some reason at the last second. Gets in the left turn lane, and then after it turns, it likes to try getting in the right turn lane. And you'll see, okay, it's in the left lane. Why is it giving me a turn signal? Okay. Change lanes in a pretty sharp curve. And I'm using the accelerator again because I'm so used to going 50 through here where it's 45 and the car thinks it's 35. Sometimes forget that full self-driving beta allows you to set the speed limit up higher. I just for so long have used the accelerator in areas where the speed signs are missing and it has the speed incorrect. Are you gonna get in the right turn lane? Yep. That was odd. It waited until right at the light. And here you'll see it'll try to go to the right. That's not the road. And you can see on the map, I'm gonna keep that right there for you. I'm on this road, which is clearly on the map, but it wants to route me over there on the old road. And you'll see it's kind of following me as it... Now it wants me to turn off the bridge. Now it wants me to go on this other road. Navigate to Publix in Waynesville. Okay, and it thinks the speed limit is 25, and it's actually 35. I used to have this wrong, and it said it was 45 a long time ago. Now it says it's 25. Roundabout's usually fine. Haven't done it at night in the rain though. Luckily it has clearly marked lines and nice visible concrete. So perfect on that roundabout. No one's coming. You can go, but you better pull out away from that curb. A little weird there. And our last turn into or onto the road that goes up to Publix. And it can go. There's no one coming. Had to use the accelerator there. Give it a little push. Why did it stop? All right. And almost went off in the grass right there. And that's it. We are at Publix. It won't turn in the parking lot, so just hit the brake. So I'm going to run in the store and come back out in just a minute and start recording again. Alright, we're going the wrong way, apparently. Tried to turn right. Okay, one disengagement immediately after turning on full self-driving. Okay. This, in theory, should be really simple. Got a right turn and then a left turn. It cannot see because there's a giant bush. I'm gonna give it a little acceleration. Still not wanting to go and got way too close to the curb. All right, left turn. I'm not gonna let it do anything crazy turning here. There's a car immediately behind me. So okay, we've got a green arrow and I'm not sure why the cars aren't going. Okay, it actually made that okay, except for it tried to go into the curb. So I had to take over again. And that was a pretty unsuccessful little tiny trip across the street. So I'm going to park, go in here, and then finish the drive back toward home. All right, heading back to Canton from Waynesville. Gonna go on the highway this time just to make it shorter. I already know it's not gonna do a good job on that one back road, so no use going back the other way. I'll just let it do its thing. Alright, this is a blind left. You have to pull up pretty far to be able to see. I can't see right now. So definitely why the car isn't going to go. I will hit it. And it looked and went. And it could go ahead and get in that right lane anytime, but it waits until right before the end. And I've mentioned this before, but the on-ramp here is very short. You don't have much time to merge, so it's best to merge as soon as possible. Instead, the car wants to speed up here, and you can see the lane ends very early. That's how most of the on-ramps around here are. Not a lot of room to move. You've got to just merge immediately, and if you're on the highway, it's best to just stay in the left lane until you pass the exit. See, there's absolutely no reason for it to want to get in the left lane, but it does, and that's why I keep lane change confirmation turned on. See, the car would automatically get over right now. I want to go ahead and stay in the left lane until I pass this on-ramp that is nearly invisible until you are right on top of it. So just get over now after we pass that exit. Wow, that was a little jerky. I've got my speed set at 40. Speed limit is 35 now, and still, it took way too long to slow down. And there's a cop in that parking lot. See, if I hadn't scrolled it down, it still would have been going 50 until it hit that sign, and still would have been going well above the speed limit by the time I passed that cop. almost every time I drive through this town, this is a town called Clyde. It's 1 mile from end to end. They actually dissolved their police department last year. I guess they didn't have the funding anymore. So the sheriff department actually patrols in here very often. So there was a patrol car parked at that gas station. Usually there's one parked at this Dollar General, which is where it was on my way in. It's no longer there, so it may have been the same one. And then there are a couple other spots that they're typically sitting at fairly often. And sorry, I have hiccups trying to talk and not sound too crazy on here. Alright, I have to scroll my speed up here because the speed limit sign is gone for some reason, but it's 55 through here. I'm gonna go ahead and start slowing the car down. Way back there. Speed limit is 35 right here before McDonald's, and I'm still going 49 when I hit that sign. So the speed limit sign is actually right there, but there's another sign at McDonald's that says citywide speed limit 35 unless otherwise posted, and it's a really small green sign with white letters. I don't know how the cameras that we have right now are going to be able to read little signs like that. Maybe it's possible. But I know in my footage, at least, it's really hard to read even license plates. Maybe the raw footage is a little better, but I'm not sure. But it's going to have to understand what that sign means when it says speed limit 35 unless otherwise posted. Again, scrolling it down to 25 because it's 20 right here, and still going really fast, and there is a cop right here on the right. That's 3 times in this drive that if I hadn't changed the speed or hit the brake ahead of time, I probably would have gotten a ticket. Let's see how it does around this curb. Is it gonna... No. I was going right toward that little curb. It doesn't even render those. There's one in front of me and one behind me. Well, it kind of does. There's a little curve there. All right. Cancel this. And do my usual route back home. Now this road, it thinks this is the road and it doesn't put our turn signal on and does not stop if there's traffic coming there. It needs to know that that is a left turn. It needs to stop and wait. Okay. Nice stop. It's looking. It can go. There's no one coming, obviously. All right. Good turn. Slow us down just a little bit. All right, and here's the turn that it never makes. Always ready to take over. Clearly shows where it needs to go. And then swings way out toward this wall. Every time. Makes no sense. Way too fast, way too fast. All right, this time it did not angle to the left as much. my gosh. God. Really needs to stop doing that. And it immediately tries to go to the middle of the road despite two cars coming. And then tries to speed up to 35. All right, so there we go. Got to add up all these disengagements again. But thanks for watching.